Good people of YouTube, my name is Spanner. Welcome to a Warframe Spotlight featuring Excalibur. Excalibur is one of the 3 starter Warframes a new player can select. Excalibur is a master swordsman and his abilities allow him to bring forth his summoned blade, cutting enemies in his path, while also presenting options for mobility and defense. Excalibur's passive is called Swordsmanship. He receives a bonus to melee damage and attack speed while wielding a sword-type melee weapon. Swords, dual swords, rapiers, and nikanas all benefit from his passive. His first ability is Slash Dash. Excalibur dashes between enemies in front of him and cuts them with his Exalted blade. Enemies that survive the strike will be knocked down. If there are no enemies in front of Excalibur, he will perform a dash in the direction you're looking at. During Slash Dash, Excalibur is immune to damage, and if you press the melee attack button during the dash, Excalibur will stop and instantly equip his melee weapon. Excalibur's second ability is Radial Blind. Excalibur releases an intense flash of light from his Exalted blade that blinds enemies around him. Blind enemies are not able to see you, but they still might run for cover or fire at your last known location. Blinded enemies are vulnerable to melee finishers. Excalibur's third ability is called Radial Javelin. Excalibur summons several javelins that are launched against enemies around him, damaging them. If enemies hit by a javelin survive, they will be momentarily stunned. Excalibur's fourth ability is called Exalted Blade. Excalibur summons his ethereal sword and uses it as a melee weapon. The Exalted Blade behaves like a normal melee weapon. You can use normal attacks, wall attacks, and slam attacks, with each attack increasing the melee combo counter. You can also perform slide attacks. These will perform a smaller radial blind at the end of the slide attack, at the cost of some energy. While Exalted Blade is active, you have access to a unique melee stance with its own combo attacks. Attacks with Exalted Blade will create an energy wave in the direction you're aiming, with the same damage as the attack that created it. These waves will go through enemies and will eventually dissipate, dealing less damage the more they travel. While Exalted Blade is active, Slash Dash will also produce these energy waves after each hit. While Exalted Blade is active, Excalibur will auto-block frontal attacks. If using melee channeling, the auto-block can parry enemy melee attacks. Ability strength mods affect the damage of Slash Dash, Radial Javelin, and Exalted Blades. Besides these mods, Slash Dash and Exalted Blades damage is affected by melee damage and elemental mods on your equipped melee weapon and the melee combo multiplier. His passive will also contribute to the damage of Slash Dash if you have a sword equipped, and will always work with Exalted Blades since his ethereal blade is classified as a sword. Ability range mods affect Slash Dash's range and the radius of Radial Blind and Radial Javelin. Ability duration mods affect the duration of Radial Blinds. Ability duration and range mods will also affect Exalted Blade's blind during a slide attack. This concludes Excalibur's Warframe Spotlight. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.